student, today we are going to study political science, class 8, chapter 2, understanding secularism. This is the second part of the video. In the previous video, what we have discussed about, we recall about the first chapter and as well as the second chapter. Like in the first chapter, we discussed about the Indian constitution, where the mention over there, irrespective of your caste, religion, male and female status, whether you are rich or poor, from the whatever the background you are, we are all equal. If we talk about the second chapter, we talk about the secularism. Why there is a need? Why? What is the secularism? The secularism means the state. We do not give the power to them that they can promote a particular religion. They do not have a right to take away the religion from you or from any individual. Like in the Indian constitution, you can say, or by the Indian government, they didn't give the right to the state government that they can promote one particular religion, or from the any of the individual they can take away their religion, because each and every person have their own belief, their own sense of, you can say, understanding. They know that what the religion they have and how they have to regulate their own religion, what the beliefs they have, what the custom they have, what the rituals they have all the ideas what the religion they have. Like for this case, if like I am the Hindu, another one is the Muslim, so I do not have the right to hurt his sentiment, because being a Muslim, so I can hurt his sentiments. No, or if he is the Muslim, so he didn't have a right to hurt my sentiment because I am the Hindu. Because it is mentioned in our constitution that we are the equal, so it is our duty to take into the consideration or take into the behavior that we have to follow the certain beliefs or certain rules and regulations, where we come to know that the particular religion is very much good. That we can't say that particular religion is bad or the other religion is bad and my religion is good. Each and every religion have their own, you can say, a belief, their own sentiments, which we do not have to hurt them. Like we discussed in the previous chapter about, in the previous video we have discussed about, if you went towards the US, where the Christianity is the utmost important religion, and if you ask for the rent house, the people used to say that because you are the Hindu or you are the Muslim, I will not give you the house, because I used to provide the house only to the Christian, not to the another person. If you go further, that we have discussed about the Hitler used to like the Nazis people, and he used to hate the Jewish because he don't like the Jewish. He thought that the Jewish are the people who are discriminating this particular scenario. So which all the things which we have discussed, that this particular religion is very much good and this particular religion is not that much good. So all these certain scenario which we have discussed, that in India, like the temples we have, the mosque we have, the gurudwara we have, and the churches we have, the all the despite of all the things we are giving to each and every religion, that they can make their own institution, they can make their own temples, mosque, church, and the Gurudwara, by which they can perform their rituals, they can perform their practices, they can do anything what they want to do. So these are the certain scenario which we have seen that we have to respect them. Like then we further discuss that can in India is a secular country. Yes, we can say that India is a secular, but it doesn't mean that India we just practice only one religion. We are practicing every religion. The majorly we are having the 8 religion, but we are respecting each and every religion, in which they are providing that one religion can't dominate to the another religion. And if we talk about the two religions, just like Hindu and Muslim, so the majorities of Hindu can't dominate towards the Muslim, and the minorities of the Muslim can't dominate towards the Hindus, and none of the state we have given the right that they can promote the particular religion, or they can take away they can change, or you can say that take away the religion from the particular individual. So these are the certain scenario which we have discussed, that all the people have their right, their own recognition, or you can say the dignity. They can understand what kind of religion I have, what kind of sentiment I have, and I do not hurt that. Then lastly, we have discussed about the two friends which were, one is going with the helmet, another is going with the pugri. He said that none of the official can stop me, because if they said that I have to wear the helmet and I have to take out my pugri, so it will affect or it really hurt my sentiments. So in our religion, he said that because I am the Sikh and it is in our religion, in our community, is compulsory to wearing that pagri. So these are the all these things which we have discussed that, and we and one more thing we have discussed about the government and the private school. In the government school, that they're not celebrating each and every festival because they can't promoting the one religion, because most of the time when we have the religious festival, on that time there is the public holiday. Like some of the private institution were there, they're promoting their one religion, but from the government point of view and from the constitution, we do not have to promote the particular religion, because our country is very much good. I am saying this because we are respecting each and every religion. From that religion we can learn numerous of things. It expanding our knowledge, is expanding our horizon, and we can learn to celebrate how to celebrate the particular festival in the different ways, by which we can learn the different kinds of things, that what the things they made, what kind of clothes they wear, what kind of food they eat, what kind of habit they have, what kind of manner they have, and what kind of you can say beliefs they have. That by this we can learn the numbers of the things, and by we can say that these are the things which we can say that, like from the birth, this is a kind of enjoyment where we have learned, like the particular gives the such much of pleasure, such much like lots of excitement to us, that from this we can enjoy this particular thing. And if from this by enjoying the different festivals, we can't live in a, you can say, that certain kind of dilemma in the depression or in the anxiety. We can flourish more, we can get the more pleasure. So these are the certain things which we come to know, that these are the scenario we can learn from this. Now go further in this. In the above storyboard, in the page number 23 where we had stopped, in the above storyboard, the Paramjit of the Sikh youth does not here wear the helmet. This is because the Indian state recognizes the wearing the pagri. The turban is central of the Sikh religion practice. Yes, it is the utmost important part of any of the Sikh people, those who are the, you can say, the Sardar, they have to wear the pagri or the turban in order to interfere this, the allow the expression in the law. पर उसके लिए जो हमारे कानून बने हुए हैं कि किसी भी धर्म के लोगों को उनका सेंटीमेंट हर्ट ना हो, तो उनको ये अलाउ किया गया है कि अगर उनको हेलमेट ना पहने तो ना पहने, बिकॉज उनके पगड़ी पहनना कंपलसरी है, वो पगड़ी नहीं उतार सकते हैं. The third way in which Indian secular works to prevent the dominance list earlier in the through the strategy of intervention means, पहले भी हमने देखा कि बहुत से ऐसे धर्म के लोग हैं जो दूसरे धर्म के लोग इंटरवेन करते हैं, तो वो भी हमारे इंडिया में स्टॉप किया गया है. यू रीड अर्लियर इन दिस चैप्टर अबाउट द अनटचेबिलिटी. हमने अनटचेबिलिटी के बारे में भी डिस्कस किया था. हाउ द अपर कास्ट पीपल यूज्ड टू डिस्क्रिमिनेट, they used to do the discriminate with the lower caste people. They used to exploit them too much that they have the certain kind of fear that we are not going to we're not going to touch these upper caste people. If we're going to touch them, they become impure, and they used to beat us, they used to exploit us, and they used to they didn't give us the work to do. So these are the certain fear they have, that we are not going to come in front of them. So these are the certain things which we have discussed. This is the good example where the members of the same religion, that is the upper caste Hindu, the dominant members, the lower caste within it, in order to prevent the religion-based exclusion and the discrimination of the lower caste, the Indian constitution bans the untouchability. So after the independence, or I'm saying the nearby the independence, we stop the untouchability, because before the pre-independence, the number of the people are exploiting, discriminating the lower caste, that much that they can hurt their spiritual, they hurt their mental ability, their spiritual ability, and their physical strength. The inequality bans the untouchability. In this instance, the state is intervening in the religion in order to end the social practice that is believing the discriminated and the excluded, and the violate the fundamental rights of the lower caste who are the citizen of the country. So in the fundamental rights, it is provided irrespective of place of birth, the religion, the state, male and female, and the status, whatever you have, we all are equal. Nobody has the right to discriminate you. So similarly, to ensure the laws relating to the equal inheritance right are respected, the state may have to intervene on the in the religion-based personal laws of the community. Means स्टेट को किसी भी तरह को इंटरवेन करने का नहीं आपके पर्सनल लॉज में, जो आपके कम्युनिटी या आपके धर्म के अकॉर्डिंग जो बनाया गया है, जैसे मुस्लिम्स का होता है, हिंदूज का होता है, क्रिश्चियनिटी का होता है, सिखों का होता है, अगर आपके खुद के पर्सनल लॉज बने हुए हैं आपके धर्म के, तो उसमें स्टेट का कोई काम नहीं कि उसमें इंटरवेन कर सके। बिकॉज अगर जहां कहीं जरूरत लगेगी तो करेंगे, पर हर टाइम वो कहीं पे भी वैसे नहीं करेंगे। जैसे कि फॉर अगर मैं एग्जांपल लूं, जैसे लाइक वी गोइंग फर्दर इन वी टॉक अबाउट द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एज वेल एज द यूएस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, एंड फर्दरमोर इन दिस द इंडिविजुअल स्टेट कैन नॉट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ सपोर्ट। यहाँ पर स्टेट का इंडिपेंडेंट ये नहीं कि वो सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं। द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन द राइट टू द रिलीजियस कम्युनिटी टू सेट अप देयर ओन स्कूल। यस, जो हमने previous chapter we have read in the previous chapter, in this chapter as well, the in the Indian constitution they give the right you can set up your own school and the college. It also gave the financial aid on a non preferential basis. They used to give on the non preferential basis. In what ways in the Indian secular different from that of the other democratic countries? किस तरह से इंडियन सेक्युलर जो डिफरेंट है और अदर कंट्री से वो बात किया गया है। फर्स्ट वी डिस्कस दिस पिक्चर, आफ्टर दैट वी गोइंग टू फर्दर। In the United States of America, most children in the government school have to begin their school day reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. The pledge includes the word "under the God." It was established more than 60 years ago that the government school students are not required to recite the pledge if it is conflict with the religious belief. पहले के टाइम में अमेरिका के जो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स में थे, वहाँ पे बच्चों को एक प्लेज लेना पड़ता था, जो कि 60 ईयर पहले स्टार्ट किया गया, जिसमें कुछ बिलीव्स के बारे में इसमें बात की गई है कि कोई रिलीजियस बिलीफ को हर्ट ना हो। Despite that, there have been several legal challenges objective to the phrase "under the God," saying that it violates the separation between the church state that the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution guaranteed that the above photo shows a student taking the Pledge of Allegiance in the government school in the USA. यानी यहाँ पे ये चीज देखा गया कि यूएस में क्या होता था कि अर्ली द पीपल और अर्ली द स्टूडेंट हु यूज्ड टू टेक दिस प्लेज, they just thinking of the particular religion only, but after this first act which is amended in the US constitution guaranteed that the violates the separation between church and the state. Means here you can't give the importance to the church, you have to give the importance to each and every religion. That doesn't mean that the number of the people or the majority of the people are of the Christianity, so you are promoting that only. You have to promote each and every religion, but with the respect. Some of the above objectives are similar to those who have been included in the constitution of the secular democratic countries in other parts of the. For example, the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution prohibits the legislature from making laws respecting and establishing of the religion or that prohibit of the free exercise of the religion. में क्या था आप respect इन यूएस कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में क्या होता है, हर रिलीजन के रेस्पेक्ट की गई है, बट इनको ये मना किया गया है कि आप फ्रीली अपने रिलीजियस को प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर सकते। मींस सारे धर्मों को सम्मान किया गया, पर ये नहीं है कि आप बाहर आके अपने धर्म का प्रैक्टिस कर सको। जैसे कि हमारे इंडिया में मुस्लिम अपने फेस्टिवल को सेलिब्रेट कर सकते हैं, क्रिश्चियनिटी कर सकते हैं, सिख पीपल कर सकते हैं, हिंदूज कर सकते हैं, बट इन इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द यूएस, only the Christianity people come freely, they can use to celebrate the festival, but not any other religion. What is mean by the word established is that the legislature cannot declare any religion as the official religion. यहाँ पे जो है, जो यूएस का लेजिस्लेचर है, उसने कोई एक धर्म को ये नहीं मान रखा कि ये एक मुख्य धर्म है, आपको इसी को माना। उन्होंने ऐसे बिल्कुल नहीं कहा है। उन्होंने कहा है कि वो हर धर्म का क्या करते हैं, रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं, बट nor can they give the preference to one religion. उन्होंने नहीं दिया है। In the US, the separation between the state and religion means neither state nor religion can interfere in the affairs of the one another. Means यहाँ पे कहने का मतलब ये, पहली चीज तो ये कि किसी भी धर्म को उन्होंने इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं दी है कि यहाँ पे हमारे यूएस में एक धर्म चलेगा। They didn't give that this kind of importance to the particular religion that हमारे यहाँ यही धर्म चलेगा। The next one is that like किसी भी धर्म, like if you are the Christianity, so you do not have the right to dominate or to intervene in the another religion. यानी आपको ये हक नहीं दिया गया है कि आप क्रिश्चियन हो तो आप किसी दूसरे धर्म में इंटरवीन करो या फिर उनमें जाके घुस जाओ। तो डिफरेंट थिंग कि आप अपना, आपका खुद का रिलीजन है, आप उसको प्रैक्टिस करो, किसी और का रिलीजन हो उसका प्रैक्टिस करेगा। There is the one significant in which Indian secularism different from the dominant. हमारे इंडिया उसमें से थोड़ा अलग है। understanding of secularism as practice in the United States of America. You can see how much the difference is. Like in India, we are respecting every religion. You can practice your practice your religion. You can express your views, you can express your ideas in front of the different religious people. But in the US, what they said that we are respecting every religion. We are not giving the we are not giving the preference to the one religion. There is none of the religion saying that this is the one religion and you have to adopt this religion. What they said that they are respecting every religion, but none of the religious person have the right to intervene in the another religious person. So this is because unlike the strict separation between religion and the state, in America secularism, the Indian secularism state can intervene in any religious affair. You have read about this further in the another chapter in the Indian constitution. Intervene in Hindu religion practices. This is because unlike the strict separation between religion and the state and American secularism, Indian secularism, the state can intervene in the religious affairs. Yes, ये ट्रुथ है, मैंने आपको कहा था पहले भी और अभी भी कि हमारे स्टेट को ये राइट नहीं है कि वो किसी भी धर्म को प्रमोट करे, किसी भी इंसान से उसका धर्म चले. बट अगर किसी दो धर्मों के बीच लड़ाई हो रही है तो स्टेट के पास पूरा राइट है, he can intervene over there. If the two religions are conflict with each other, if the two religion people are conflict with each other, the state have a right, they can intervene it. Because in India we want peace, we don't want the conflict nation, we don't want the fight among the religions. So what they want is they want the peace. So इसके लिए state को intervene करना पड़ता है कि हमें किसी भी तरह के दंगे फसाद नहीं चाहिए. You have read about the Indian constitution intervene in Hindu religious practice in order to abolish the untouchability. जहाँ पे जैसे हमने देखा गवर्नमेंट ने हिंदूज के धर्म में उन्होंने इंटरवेन किया क्योंकि अनटचेबिलिटी को हटाना बहुत जरूरी था. बिकॉज अनटचेबिलिटी इतने हद तक ज्यादा थी, बिकॉज लोअर क्लास पीपल उन्होंने कभी सोचा ही भी नहीं था कि हम कभी इतने ऊपर भी आ सकते हैं, क्योंकि उनको इस हद तक उनको परेशान किया जाता स्पिरिचुअली, मेंटली, फिजिकली, कि वो नहीं सोच पाते थे कि हम लोग है क्या. वो तो हम यही सोचते कि हम एक नाली के कीड़े हैं और वहीं पड़ेंगे, वो यही सोचते, वो ये नहीं सोचते थे कि हम कभी ऊपर भी आ पाएंगे. व्हाट दे यूज्ड टू थॉट दैट दे आर द इंफीरियर and the upper caste people are the superior. In the Indian secularism thought that the state is not a strictly separate from the religion. हम state जो strictly separate है किससे, religion से. It doesn't maintain the principle distinct vice with the religion. This is the mean that any interference in the religion by the state has to be based on the ideal laid out in the constitution. जो हमारे constitution में in the articles whatever the rules have mentioned, according to that, if the state has given the right to intervene in any of the religion, they can. If in the constitution in any of the articles mentioned that you do not have to intervene in this kind of any of the religion, so they do not have to intervene in any kind of the religions. This idea serves as the standard through which we can judge whether state is or a state is not behaving according to the secular principles. So Indian state is a secular and work in the various ways to prevent the religious domination. तो इंडियन स्टेट जो वर्क करता है वेरियस वेज में, जो कि वो किसी भी रिलीजन को डोमिनेट नहीं करने देता है. Indian Constitution guaranteed the fundamental rights, that is right to education, right to freedom, right to equality, right to set up the institution of your culture and of your religion. Then, however, it is not to say that there is no violation of this right of the Indian society. Indeed, it is the preciously because such violation happens frequently that we need to consider mechanism to prevent them from the happening. Yes, every now and then कभी ना कभी कोई ना कोई conflict होती रहती है. So we have the duty or we have the right, the right is having the right is having in front of the government as well as the state government. If there are certain kind of conflicts between any of the religion, so they have the right, they can intervene there. Means अगर किसी धर्म के बीच में लड़ाई होती है तो उनके पास ये हक दिया गया है कि वो उसमें इंटरवीन करें और उस लड़ाई को रोकें. Because what we want is the peace. The knowledge that such rights exist make us sensitive to their violation, enable us to take the action which these violation take place. एक जो knowledge दिया गया है कि right exists, make the sensitive to their violation, enable us to take the action when the violation take place. हमने ऐसे rules इसलिए बनाए because अगर कोई भी ऐसी conflict होती है, अगर इस तरह का कोई violation होता है, तो उनको ये डर रहेगा कि अगर हमने कोई दंगा फसाद किया तो we will get the punished by this. Now we could talk about the inside in February 2004. We're talking about the France. France has passed the law banning the student from wearing a conspicuous religious political signs symbols such as Islamic hat, scarf, the Jewish club cap, or the large Christian crosses. This law is to encourage a lot of resistant immigrants from her. 2004 में एक ऐसा law pass किया by the France that uh, the different religion, like from the Muslim where they're wearing the hijab, or the we talk about the another religion they wearing the hand, what is they wearing, they wear the skull cap, and the Christianity where they're using this cross, they are wearing the cross. Because why they used to do that, because they do not want to promote a particular religion, because what they thought that each and every religion is the equal, and you do not have to promote a particular, do not have to wear any certain kind of thing. Just like if you talk about India, the Hindus, they were wearing, what they used to put a tika on their forehead. If you talk about the Muslim, they used to wear the cap on the hover. If we talk about the ladies, like the Mohammedan ladies, they used to wear the hijab on their overhead. If we talk about the Christians, they used to wear the cross over there. If we talk about the Sikh, they used to wear the pagri and the kada, or you can say kind of a bangle they used in their hand. So they are showing that we are belong to this the particular religion. So in this law, encounter a lot of resistance from the immigrants who are mainly from फ्रेंच कॉलोनियस, यानी इसमें बहुत सारे लोगों की जो सेंटीमेंट से वो हर्ट हुआ जो कि वो फ्रांस से बिलोंग करते थे. प्लेस आर अल्जीरिया, ट्यूनीशिया एंड मोरक्को. इन द 1960 फ्रांस हैज फेस शॉर्टेज ऑफ द वर्कर. इसी वजह से फ्रांस में बहुत ज़्यादा शॉर्टेज हो गई थी वर्कर्स की. देयरफॉर हैड प्रोवाइड टू वीजास फॉर देयर इमिग्रेंट्स टू कम एंड वर्क इन द कम्युनिटी. इसलिए उन्होंने दूसरे कंट्री के लोगों उनको आने दिया कि आप इस कंट्री में आके काम करो. एंड द daughter of this immigrants often wear the head scarf while attending the school. और इसी वजह से कुछ जो इमिग्रेंट्स थे उनको हैंड स्कार्फ पहनना पड़ता था, हेड स्कार्फ्स while attending the school. However, with the passing of the new law, they have been expelled from the school for wearing the headscarf. अगर क्योंकि इस लॉ के होने की वजह से जो दूसरे धर्म के लोग पढ़ते थे, इस लॉ की वजह से उनको स्कूल से निकाल दिया जाता था. बिकॉज अगर एक तरह से देखा जाए तो हमें इसको जो पहनते हैं तो अपने बिलीफ को शो कर. बट ये फ्रांस का रोल, इट्स नॉट ऑफ इंडिया. हमारे इंडिया में सबको चला. यू कैन वॉट एवर यू डू यू वॉन्ट टू डू, बट डजंट मीन इट यूज टू हर्ट द सेंटिमेंट्स ऑफ अदर और यूज टू हर्ट द सेंटिमेंट्स ऑफ द अनदर रिलीजन. So what the thing is, we have to respect each and every religion, each and every individual. We do not hurt their sentiments. We are in the very, you can say, we are the lucky that we are in that country where each and every region and each and every individual is treated equally, and we have to respect them by gaining the knowledge of different religion, by the sense of what the kind of how they used to celebrate the religious festival, how they have the different way of thinking, the different way of styling, the different way of eating the food. All those things we have to learn from them, and by this we expand our horizon, we expand our knowledge, and by this we can gain our knowledge that what the particular things is going to be happen in the particular religion. With none of the state have the right to promote the particular religion and to take away the religion from that individual. Just like in the US, what they said that in the constitution they have mentioned they didn't promoting the particular religion. They respect all the religions, and what the things they said that none of the religion person have a right to intervene in the other religion. So somehow you can say that what the US is following, we are also following the same. But in our India, we allow every religion that you can come in front of the people, you can express your views of your religious of your religion, and you can do your practice in front of the society of the different communities if you want to. They have given their right, but none like the US. If we go further in the France, what they passed one law that none of the religious, you can say, sign you can wear, just like the cross of the Christian. If we talk about any other, the headscarf or the whatever the things they have, they're showing what the religion they have, they do not have to wear. So it is permanently locked by it. So these are the certain things which we have discussed in this chapter, what the secularism is, what is the mention in our constitution, and we had respected our fundamental right. So these are all the things which we have covered in this video. This is the second part of the video. I hope you like this video. Thank you.